Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to XCOM Enemy Within. So, last two missions were absolutely fantastic, and now it's just time for some base management.
Commander, we have an incoming transmission from the Council.
Well, this is different. Okay, apparently we get another Council mission, Gangplank. With a hacked signal in place, the alien battleship is vulnerable, and now it's time to strike. We need you to deploy a squad and set down on the ship's surface. This is a rare opportunity to retrieve the technology with that ship intact. We shouldn't waste it. Well, I guess in that case, we're doing the mission. I guess I'll see you when we set down, just because, I don't know, I tend to fiddle with the inventory a little bit. Wow, we actually have quite the team. Apparently, Robot Nixon was not injured enough to get cleared out. Well, first, I'm gonna look over stuff, I'm gonna deal with things, and I'll see you guys when we set down.
Big Sky took care of the delivery, but now comes the hard part. If we're going to set that battleship down intact, we'll have to start by disabling the power conduits positioned across its surface. There's no telling what we're going to find up there, but we should expect heavy resistance from the alien forces manning that ship. We have a new objective.
Okay, so now we're on the ground. Now we've got everybody ready to go. I've already moved SB up. Now, essentially, get everybody to the door. I've never done this mission before. It's an Enemy Within mission for sure. And that means interesting questions. Now, can he go on top of anything? No, there's no verticality to this level. Honestly, I'd be pretty surprised if there was. Now, here's the question. What can I do with the drunken sailor? I guess I could move him there. I hope this doesn't backfire on me at all. Well, we haven't spotted anybody yet, which is a good thing. It means I can get more people into position, hopefully without having issues. Crossing my fingers here, because at the moment we see somebody, we're going to have, well, we're gonna have a fight on our hands, and I'm a little lazy right now. I like the idea of just having like a death patrol just lined up on the rafters, shooting everything that comes even remotely close to this group. But yeah, we'll see. Now, joining our ranks today is technically the Unce from the previous mission who got upgraded as a sniper. So, Green Man, welcome aboard, I guess. Aren't you like the third green person I've had here? It's like some kind of jinx. The moment I reference anybody in my team having a color, bad things happen. Looks like it's Thin Men today. Also, cool, you can actually see the city passing by below us, which I honestly was not expecting. Now, I get the feeling as soon as I come up to this balcony here, we're going to have people showing up, which is concerning. Or, not concerning, but nobody's in position yet, so it seems like it would be a bad tactical choice to do so, unless everybody else is ready. I mean, mostly we're okay, but I'd like the snipers to both be on Overwatch before we do anything particularly dangerous. Because, oh shoot, we don't have any medics. Failbird must have gotten bunched on the previous round, and I guess in the same vein, Core almost got murdered by the chrysalids on that fateful mission. Okay, so where am I going to put SB? I guess right here, and we'll see if people pop up. I wonder what that I means. Well, in this case, I'm just going to put Robot Nixon here, and if somebody, for some reason, decides to come up one of those ramps, we'll be ready for them. We can hear them. Okay, so, doesn't look like anybody is going to be doing anything. Who's got the most amount of health here? Nixon has a fair amount, Ghost has a fair amount, Strobe has a lot. Okay, so, looks like our heavy is going to be doing heavy things. Let's see what things she can heavy. Well then, we've got pair of Thin Men. Where are they going? They're going on those platforms over there.
Conduits positioned on the surface of that battleship are tied directly into the ship's power grid. If we can disable the conduits or destroy them with explosives, it should put that thing out of commission, allowing us to seize its cargo without the risk of collateral damage. Okay, so we've got
we got a couple of things. That's not very good. So here's what I could do, and might just do. So they're not going to be able to see us if I just back her up. So what I'm going to do, even though the person I named it after is definitely male. Okay, nobody can see anything, right? Right. Oh wait, no. Robot Nixon can see that guy, which is actually kind of bad. I don't want him to be. I don't want anybody to be able to see that guy. So we're gonna put everybody on Overwatch, I think, because the moment they crest their heads over, they're just going to get gunned down. Go. Oh wait. Oh, that's convenient enough. Robot Nixon has kind of crap accuracy, but 100% chance to hit with the sniper? I'm gonna call that good enough.
Intel suggests hostiles are headed right for you.
So now the firing squad gets effective. Maybe. Well, Robot Nixon managed to hit, even with a potentially like 40% chance to hit. Either way, this is why I had everybody go on Overwatch. You're kidding me.
Target's still up.
Come on, somebody take him out. Green Man? I'm counting on you here. Judging by the slow-mo. Damn it. Does anybody have Overwatch working right now? Or is this just going to be Thin Man gets up close and actually gets to do something? Shoot. Oh, dear. Who is that? Is that one of the new Unces? That's bad. Okay. So, this is definitely a problem. And I'm concerned about it. Now, the other thing I'm concerned about is how many dudes we're going to have to deal with. Okay. Newest Unce, you're just going to shoot this guy. And he's just outside of the poison cloud. Perfect. I probably should have thought of that before just immediately going in with the shot. But essentially, that Unce is going to be ineffective for the rest of this series, probably. Now, I'm going to put... Oh, wait, no, that was Shell, not... Shoot. Well, I guess I'll just put her on Overwatch. What I want is him here. Small amount of cover. But mostly a great sniping spot. Now, doubtful they're going to reach us anytime soon. But I'm just going to move everybody up and have them kind of on Overwatch, because ideally what I'd like to have happen is more or less just have a sniping corridor until I can clear up to this wall, at which point I advance all my forces and continue on. Unfortunately, the whole sniping section, once I hit this wall, is going to become worthless. Let's just hope that one singular Thin Man does not manage to throw many wrenches in our plan. Or death. Death works too. I'm pretty okay with death. Now, my bet is there's another Thin Man right in there, and what's he gonna do? Take a pot shot at somebody? God, if he manages to hit someone at this distance, I am floored and frustrated. Now, no. What we want is Green Man. Green Man, 85% chance to hit. Not the greatest, but should be able to take it out no problem. And there we go. So, at this point, this Unce... I mean, I have half a mind to just bring him back to the drop-off point. I wonder if I can actually have him leave. Because as it stands, he takes one hit and he's gone. And I'd very much prefer that everybody survives. Because, yeah, even if he gets poison clouded... So I'm just going to tactically withdraw him. Hopefully nobody will show up near our ship. Or maybe he can actually even leave using the ship. I'm not making any bets, though, but it's possible. Now, Robot Nixon is injured, which is a concern. But we'll have to deal with it. And I can move her all the way down here, and I'm going to cross my fingers that there are no more Thin Men on the lower area, because essentially I'm just going to leave one sniper up at all times and keep all the other ones. Oh, so that's how you can get onto those platforms. Okay, so I'm going to have him on Overwatch just in case we have somebody else show up. And Nixon is injured, albeit not terribly injured, but injured enough that it is a bit of a concern to me. Oh, these are great sniper towers, I just realized. Well, that actually is pretty encouraging. So, Robot Nixon, hopefully he doesn't get shot, because I really want Robot Nixon to actually become, you know, full-out MEC. And that's not going to happen unless, you know, I actually get the chance. Doesn't look like any more thin men have popped up, so I'm gonna bring Miss Gonzo down here, and she can disarm it. Beautiful. And then I'll put her on Overwatch.
Commander,
Now,
whatever you just did seems to have stirred up the hornet's nest. The aliens are going to throw everything they've got at us to protect that ship.
now, I'm not sure who's going to be attacking as a result of all of this, which is definitely a concern. I'm going to move Robot Nixon over here, leave him on Overwatch, and these guys on Overwatch. With luck, this guy can leave. Nope. Okay, well, he'll just hide. No. Oh. Interesting. Nope, let's
some intel that hostiles are advancing on your location. Ready up.
I've never heard of that being a thing. So, chrysalids. So, apparently if you go out to that, to where the ship is, essentially, you will actually abort the mission. I've never done that before. That's fascinating. And unfortunate. So we've got, wait, can he? Yeah. Let's go for a headshot. 100% chance to hit. Death. Okay, so chrysalid, not a problem. Now, I am a bit leery about advancing too hard, especially with Robot Nixon, considering he is kind of injured. But I'm going to have to at some point. I'm also going to have to get the snipers up. So I think this is a great time to move Green Man. And I'm going to stick to the right side of everything, best to keep my forces all together, make the Overwatches actually worthwhile. And I'm going to keep... I'm just going to keep with Vadis. Yeah, we'll go with Vadis for now. Okay, so seeing as being there abandons the mission, I'll just hide him here and leave him on Overwatch. Hopefully nobody will be dropping in behind us, but you never know. Okay, so SB... I'm trying to think of where should I move SB that would... Oh, hello. That's like a ladder over here. So in that case, I'm going to just toss her down here and she can go up that platform fairly close to post-haste. Because I don't think we're going to be running into any particularly baddies, but you know what? It's always best to be cautious, right? I'm open. And I think that's it for everybody. I didn't leave anybody on Overwatch, which is a concern, but with luck, nobody's going to come. Okay. So... Beautiful. That's great positioning for her. Toss her there. Apparently she can see... Oh! Ow. Okay. This is a bit of a problem. Luckily, he should be hittable with our snipers. Especially with hollow targeting. So, chances of hitting. Pretty damn great. Let's take him out. Man, I love snipers. If I could do an entire mission with snipers, I would, but I get the feeling my chances of success would be, well, would have some serious issues. Oh boy. I was hoping not to aggro any more thin men, or really anybody else. Okay, Green Man, where can you go that would be remotely useful to us in this situation? Now, I get the feeling that we're going to have the thin men coming around, but he has to move before he can snipe because he doesn't have the ability to move and snipe. Though I think if I can, I'm going to give him that function. Lastly, we have Miss Gonzo. Miss Gonzo, where am I going to put you? I think this is a good time for a run and gun. Have her run up here. Because she can't get on top of that platform, and there's no better cover. I don't want to put her by herself in the central platform. So I'm just going to put her next to Green Man, because apparently Green Man has very low health. Guess it makes sense, he's a sniper. I'm going to put her on Overwatch, because the moment one of those thin men turns around, hopefully I'll be able to murder the crap out of them. Either that or we don't get that at all. Weird. Well, let's... Green Man, how's your sniping? Pretty bad. Let's see. How's your sniping? Pretty perfect. I feel like I'm just maybe not wasting him all the way back here, but I really am just keeping him hidden pretty hard. Okay, now she should move somewhere.
Okay.
I'll move her here, actually. Because if the alien came out that direction, then you can definitely bet that it's probably going to come out that direction again, and you're just going to be on Overwatch in the back. Because I think that kill is going to get him promoted, and realistically, again, somebody gets hit here, somebody dies. Now, we are in kind of the awkward position of there are probably a bunch of enemies over here, and I really don't want to advance without everybody being on the same page. So what can I do? Because I could potentially move up into the top of the tower, but that would be dashing, which I'm not keen on. I mean, I could have two people move out to the central pillar and hope for the best. Actually, that's what I'm going to do, if it will let me scroll. So I'm going to move her back down here, and I'm also going to move SB there. And then once I've cleared out a sufficient amount of that central platform, or I guess at this point, just lured out a couple more guys, aka the last thin man we know about, then I'm going to have everybody advance and put the snipers up on these three towers, because I bet if we get that, we're going to be able to see the vast majority of the map, unless there are more inconvenient walls along the way. Here's the question, do I want to... No, I don't want to do that. I'll put them both on Overwatch, even though it really doesn't make a lot of sense, mainly because I don't think anybody's going to be popping out at us. But you never know. Because I'm being cautious here. We don't have any medics, so if anybody goes down, that's the end of them. Okay. No X-ray movement, so Miss Gonzo is going to come up here, have great cover, and she can, in fact, see a Thin Man. Beautiful. Thin Man is already dead. So that pretty much reduces the entire fear factor of everything here. So I'm going to take Invaders over here, drop him pretty much next to that, and on his next turn he'll be able to pop up to that central pillar. Robot Nixon. I don't want to have anybody, like, charge in, though, so I'm going to have these two here first, and that'll be, like, the central defense, because I think this is the better cover setup we could possibly have. I'm going to move Robot Nixon here, potentially just so he has a little bit more room to maneuver. And I do have half a mind to put him here, actually. Question is, if I piss off any X-rays, would he be at a disadvantage? Probably. Because I'd rather both snipers move into position in the exact same turn with enough support to not have any issues with it. So I'm just going to leave him on Overwatch. And him on Overwatch.
Eyes peeled, Strike One. Opposition is headed towards you. Repeat. Hostiles approaching your position.
Well, oh, okay, so this might be one of those missions where if we take too long, more enemies are just going to keep spawning. With luck, nope, she's just going to shoot the building. Of course she's going to shoot the building. Okay, so, Miss Gonzo, who can you shoot? Oh boy, that sectoid does not stand a chance. Goodbye, sectoid. You were not loved. Okay, now, here's the question. Robot Nick... No, I don't want Robot Nixon flushing this guy out. SB. So I can do suppression. Yeah, I'm going to do suppression. Because normally she's not going to be able to hit otherwise. But this way, if he does anything, he's going to get shot at. I believe. Now, next up, time to move the snipers into position. It's probably the best possible position here, and he's going to... Nope, he doesn't get the reaction shot, which is beautiful. I guess it's a good time for a pistol shot. It's not going to do much damage, but you know what? If I could actually have Green Man do the same thing, then... Or Robot Nixon. Okay, Robot Nixon. Your time to gun. That's pretty bad accuracy. What about... Oh, wait. He doesn't have a pistol. Well, I guess we're just going to have to cross our fingers and... Nope. Fingers crossed. Didn't matter. Whatever. He's still suppressed, so maybe with luck, he'll either miss or not be able to do anything effective. We will have to see. and Unce back on Overwatch. I really wish you could just evac somebody that's particularly injured instead of, you know, having to hide them on the level. Ow. Oi, she's almost dead. Maybe suppression was a bad idea. Oh well. Green Man. Why Green Man's accuracy so bad in comparison to Vitus? Oh well. Or Vadus. Today he's going to be Vadus. At some point he'll be something else. Okay. So, Unce, you stay there. SB, I'm gonna do that. Question is, how do I want to proceed from here? Because this is currently poisoned, so putting her there would potentially be bad. Also, it looks like we've got gates, so we're actually going to have to go up to some more doors. I was really hoping I'd be able to see past this, but I get the feeling that my nice sniper towers are only useful for this circumstance right here. Nuts. Okay, well, in that case, I don't think the poison cloud reaches this side of the device. So in that case, I'm going to have Miss Gonzo move up here. Yep, she's not poisoned, which is perfect. That'd be unfortunate. And Robot Nixon, who's also injured. Man, I wish I had a medic. Almost get the feeling I should have just equipped some people with med packs, but, I don't know.
Hostiles are headed your way, Strike One. Prep for contact.
Now here's the question. How headed our way are they going to be? Are they actually... Oh, well, looks like we got a chrysalid landing. Is that the only thing landing? At least we did 3 damage to it. Now here's the concern. So we've got a chrysalid, which is instantaneously concerning. And our snipers probably can't even see them, which is a problem. So I'm going to move him over here and reload. Not much I can do. Oh, snipers can hit him. Oh, snipers can really hit him. Let's go with the headshot, see if it works. Come on, Green Man, do your thing. Beautiful. Chrysalid, quite dead. Good. Okay, SB, you are a bit of a concern here. You're quite injured. And I really don't like having quite injured people. Always ends up ending with their deaths. Especially, you know, one of my core team so heavily injured. So I'm going to disarm.
Is down, but it might be faster if our troops just hit the others with explosives.
Oh, shoot. He still has a pistol. Of course that's why he can't do, like, half of his sniper moves. Well, glad I caught that before I tried going into, you know, particular combat situation. So, quickly switch back to sniper rifle and Overwatch. Overwatch. And reload. Now, this Unce doesn't have any rockets, so I really have no reason to bring him forward. We've got 4 more conduits, which unfortunately means I'm going to have to reach 2 of them. Looks like 2 are close, 2 are far... Oh, wait. Can I go on top of this thing? Actually, looks like that might be possible. I might have to send Vadus up there. Because if I could get him up there, oh, that'd be nice. It's just a matter of, well, getting there. So... trying to decide how we want to advance through these doors. Because we're going to have to go one direction or the other. And looks like there are some ramps and stuff on the inside. But I'm crossing my fingers that somebody might actually be able to come up on top. Which would be absolutely amazing. Both tactically and, well, mostly tactically. Because at that point I could just have Vadus up there and he, oh boy, would he rain death down upon everything. Now, the question is, am I going to have to worry about stuff coming through that door? Because that is definitely a concern of mine. Like, if we open up the door and suddenly there's just, like, several mutons, that would be concerning. And possible. Okay. So, SB is quite injured. I have to keep her on the backup group, even though I want her to use a rocket launcher to take out one of the dudes in the back. Because, luckily, we do have 2 heavies with us. Unfortunately, they're both injured, so, you know, they get hit, we're gonna have problems. Oh, hello. So, we've got a thin man up there, somewhere. Which confirms theory number 1. You can in fact, get up there. which is good news. Just, Okay. Here's the question, where should I put her, considering she's injured and we might have somebody shooting at her shortly? Honestly, as long as they're not directly next to each other, my hope is that we get several reaction shots to take him out. Specifically this guy's, because his reaction shots are... I was about to say orgasmic, but really, that's the wrong word to use. Shell slaps my arm as a result. Okay, so, let's see. A, we can see through. B, we can get on top. So, what I'd very much like to have happen is Vadis, come on, panning. I guess panning, for some reason, in all tactical-ish games that I play, panning just never seems to work out right. Okay, Robot Nixon, you're gonna have to do something a little risky here. Because at this point, the only people still, you know, uninjured are one of our weaker snipers, our assault, oddly enough, and I guess our other snipers. So realistically, our, you know, tanky people have been injured, which is a concern. Man, we're just barely a third of the way done. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Can I have him come up here? Nope, not normally, but I can have him grapple onto one of these. Grapple? Grapple! Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but he can. At which point, I'm gonna actually have Green Man come up. I'm gonna need Green Man right there to give us that view through those two weird... whatever these weird door pylons are. He's not supposed to do anything. Okay, so... kinda wish I had more people with skeleton suits on. They're actually, useful.
Stepping off.
I'm gonna put her there. She can't see anything. I'm gonna put... no, she's not gonna be able to see anything. My concern is that he is going to go into this middle area and suddenly get beset by all sorts of, you know, baddie, which I'm not keen on, but I'll just have to deal with, I guess. I really need to get him the mimetic skin upgrade at some point, but man, is that expensive. Okay, well. So usually this is where I'd save, but you know what? There's... wait, can I not... oh. This is a very weird way of handling things. Trying to zoom out in a productive way. Unfortunately, it's like trying to have him grapple onto every surface that I don't want him to grapple on. So currently he's just kind of in this awkward little position. And I want him to grapple on this, but I can't get the camera to behave. Okay. Oh, wait, what if I did this? I guess we're just gonna have to take the slow march up. Maybe eventually he'll be able to walk it. Can ya? Nope. Oh, he can walk now. Sorta. God damn. Okay, I am gonna save. Just in case... well, we don't... oh, yep. Okay, this is exactly what I want to save, just in case something bad happened. Because see how the cursor is only letting me move to the lower areas? That means I can't actually walk around on top here. Which is exactly what I'm afraid of, therefore, I'm going to have him just run all the way back here, and we'll have to see what happens. Because that's not going to work. Now we got Robot Nixon here. I might actually have him be the gopher next to the door, just because he's injured, and I can have Miss Gonzo do Overwatch from like just over on the side, where she should have a good sight through the door. We'll see. So I'll put her right here. Overwatch, because if Nixon opens the door, then she can shoot through the door this way, or shoot through the gap this way if something shows up, or shoot this area over here, which seems like the better idea. I don't know. And yep, he can move all the way over here. This wouldn't be a half bad position, but it wouldn't be able to shoot through the door in a very good way, whereas Green Man is kind of in the sweet spot as far as shooting goes. And then Overwatch, and then Unce does nothing, as usual. Okay, so crossing fingers here. I think we're...
We can't get a read
But,
on that
oh
thing.
dear.
Its movements are so inconsistent.
So this is a serious problem.
Adjusting aim.
That is a cyber disc. Or a power disc. I'm not entirely sure, but 20 health, crazy damage, good accuracy, can fly, and throws grenades. And I've missed it twice. What's it gonna do? It's gonna shoot Green Man. Please miss. Okay. It missed Green Man, didn't even take out his cover. It's exactly what we need. So, chances of hitting, 69%. Well, it'll have to do. 9 damage critical. We might actually be able to do this. Now, disabling shot. Main weapon to malfunction. It's tempting. Or I can headshot it. Yeah, let's go with a headshot. Because if both of our snipers hit it, it dies.
I'm about to start keeping score.
Wow. Oh, that was... Oh, I almost want to save out of celebration, even though I don't need to. Okay, well, everybody else goes back on Overwatch. That does present the scary possibility that there are more than one cyber disc in this entire level. I don't like the idea of that. Is anybody going to move around and say hi? The answer is no. Okay, in that case, Robot Nixon, open that door.
Time to kick this sucker off.
That's a thin man. He's gonna go back there. Okay, well, he can do what he wants. See, 47% chance to hit. Or, Robot Nixon gets the hell out of the way. Nobody can see where anybody is. Robot Nixon goes in Overwatch. Green Man goes in Overwatch. Unce Unce goes into Overwatch. Not like anybody's ever going to be in his firing range for the rest of the mission. SB and Gonzo. With... Oh, I guess this does present the
Closing on your position, strike one. Eyes open, people.
potential issue. Who can see him? Who's he even shooting at? Oh, How can it do that, and yet... This is bad. Neither of them can even fucking see it. Oh, he can. So, he'll just have to tank the damage for just one more turn, because I want to kill that thing. And with luck, that will poison the sectoid, which would be a pretty ideal situation to be in. Green Man, I'm going to have Green Man go over here. That is the one problem of putting two people right next to each other. I guess this is good enough time for him to reload. So hopefully poison only lasts for a couple rounds, otherwise we're going to have some serious issues because everybody's already injured except for Gonzo. Speaking of, can she move? Yes, she can. Let's see if she can shoot that sectoid. The answer is no. Okay, now she can shoot the sectoid. Actually, both of them can. Well, somebody killed it. I think that was Gonzo.
Negative damage.
Okay. So, I'm gonna have him move out of the way, or no, is the poison cloud already gone? I'm just gonna have him move over. Okay, so the poison cloud is still there, but I think he's just going to be poisoned for a little bit. Nope, yep, he's gonna be poisoned for a little while.
Back in.
I'm gonna just cross my fingers and hope that it's not a consistent thing, or at least an enduring thing. I'm gonna move Green Man over here. Hopefully he'll be able to shoot from this angle, and Unce will just continually do nothing. SB, you're going to hide. Honestly, I'm trying to have everybody be super cautious, because, again, if people take damage... Ow. Yeah, if everybody takes damage here, we're going to have some issues. So, option A. Yeah, we'll go with option A. So, option A, run in with her. Look. Nothing. Okay. Oh, she can't... Oh, she can kind of reach it here. Here's the question. Is there anything up in this area? God, I hope not. Well, only one way to find out. Let's do run and gun. Go here. Check. Disable.
Power conduit is disabled.
Overwatch.
3 more to go.
Overwatch. Move forward. Like, Nixon is injured, yes, but he's not terribly injured. Overwatch, because hopefully nobody comes through that door, and hopefully the poison doesn't finish off our team, otherwise we're going to have some serious issues. Okay. As usual, I'm going to have to move people up. I don't know if we have any enemies on the other side. So I think what I'm...
over there, Strike One. X-rays are making their way to your position.
So we got a thin man heading up there. But hopefully someone in the firing squad can kill the crap out of it. Oh, thank you. Enemy is not still alive. What? Okay. So now here's the complicated part. We have to go to the other side. And I don't want to make any mistakes. Hey, at least poison only does a couple of damage, which is kind of good. Kind of really good. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move the snipers to this door. They'll be sitting on the other side. They'll pop it open for Overwatch and then not do anything with it. But then I'll go through the door and blow up the other ones. Now, interestingly enough, even though I've disabled the consoles, they still show up on the map. I mean, it's not bad, it's just weird. Okay. So just leave Unce on defensive. Obviously, nothing happens with Unce. Go figure. Move SB up here. She only has 3 health, which is concerning, but we'll have to deal. Should probably pay attention to what people's nicknames are. People have cool nicknames in this game. Okay, as of yet, have yet to find anything particularly threatening on that one side. I'm crossing my fingers that nothing drops down on top of us, because that would be horrifying. And I guess this is good time as any to open up this door. Okay, nothing for nobody. I'll switch to pistol for a kind of cheap Overwatch, not like it matters. Nixon. We'll just Overwatch here. There's no cover because I think that's where we blew up the power disc. Or is it a cyber disc? God, I have no idea. And then, oh, that was apparently a dash. Okay. So, lastly, we've got SB. SB could dash, but that, again, seems like a poor idea considering how low her health is. Okay. So now, here we'll have to do. I don't see anybody yet, which is perfect. Means that we're pretty damn safe. Here's the question, do I wanna... Yeah, I'll move him up here. He's got a fair amount of health, hopefully. And with luck, won't have to deal with anything. Green Man, I'm going to keep on Overwatch just in case somebody does pop up. And Unce doesn't do anything anyway. SB is going to move to the other side of this thing. There's a little bit of cover there, which should help. And shots. Yeah, this is the problem. At least with the chrysalids, you knew everything was, you know, melee. This? I have no idea where I stand. I guess I'll just move Robot Nixon to this side, because, again, I'd prefer everybody to move in one concerted group. Okay, so now, time for the overwatching. So we're gonna disarm.
Conduit down. You only need to deactivate 2 more.
And then overwatch everything. I'm gonna move Green Man up here, because he only has 5 health. He has less health than Robot Nixon, even if he has a higher percentage of health left. And Unce is just going to continually be Unce. Okay, so, if we're lucky, I can go through this final door here, blow that one up, and then rocket the... Oh. That might work. I don't know. It kind of depends on who's on the other side and what's going to go on over there. Because what could be cool is if I open both doors simultaneously, use rockets, and then mission ends.
stay frosty.
Okay. So we got a thin man up there. And time for all the reaction shots. Oh, he's dead.
Adjusting sights.
Okay. So, here's where things get sketchy. Miss Gonzo, still full health. So I think what I'm going to do is the tactic I've been saying I'm going to do constantly and keep kind of doing. So as soon as these guys are in a remotely decent position, I'm going to have them all overwatch. She'll open the door. We'll hopefully blast whomever's on the other side, and we'll be good. 4, 2. Come on, you can't do anything anyway. Don't give me that guff. Okay, SB. That'll have to. No, SB does not want to be in the front. SB is very, very injured. You're gonna be here. Because hopefully this will give me at least a decent enough angle for shooting.
That op zone is about to get hot. Hostiles are inbound to your location.
That's a muton. Okay, so here's the question. If I open this door, who's going to be able to see the muton? I don't know. Presents interesting questions.
Hostile spotted.
Okay, so we've got a muton there. Who can see it? Oh.
Oh, let it rain.
This is what I was asking for anyway.
Conduit down. Only one more to go. Take that out and the ship is ours.
Okay, so we've got a muton in the back, which is concerning.
No, what's happening? No, this isn't right. This isn't right.
Well, that's exactly what I was hoping to happen out of him, which is kind of perfect. Okay, Unce back here will do nothing useful. SB, you are going to run all the way over here, because you're the other person with the rocket launcher. And lastly, we've got her. Oh, God. I'm crossing my fingers and hope she kills it. Yes, beautiful. Okay, so, time for some overwatching. Now, realistically, I'm gonna have Green Man move here to behind him. He won't be able to do anything immediately, but it does give him a better set of cover.
We're picking up some strange readings near your op zone. Keep an eye out for hostile forces.
Okay, and this is why we set up this weird kill hole. Come on, take him out. Beautiful. Okay, so as long as only one more enemy shows up, we'll be good. Because it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of room to move around. I am a Oh, here's the other alternative. She just moves up here.
Already there.
Again, not exactly my favorite positioning,
Solid
but
copy.
it'll have to do. I don't see any enemies either, which is actually pretty perfect. Because if I can just keep this open long enough for SB to stick her head out and shoot, we will be in a very, very beautiful place.
Moving.
I'll move Robot Nixon up. Robot Nixon Overwatch. Green Man up. Green Man Overwatch with pistol. Not like it matters. And Unce doing his thing. Nobody's shown up yet, which is good. The thing I'm most concerned about is if we suddenly have to leave. Like, if we have to run out. Oh, that's gonna get bad. So, Miss Gonzo, let's see who you can lure in with your womanly wiles. Ghost sniping. Nixon overwatching. Green Man back to snipe overwatching. Unce doing no such anything. And then you can't move and fire a rocket at the same turn. I'm gonna have to be a little careful here, because if she dies, we're screwed.
That's affirmative.
But ideally, poke her head out.
We've gotten reports of alien activity near your location.
Cross our
Ready for
fingers.
Hostile forces coming your way.
Is it a thin man? It's a thin man. So, ideally... Oh, hey, we get pair of overwatches. I don't think he's going to be...
Enemy is still alive.
No, he's not close enough. Damn. Okay, well, here's the question. 5. Can she...
Going hot.
Oh, thank you. Kaboosh!
Miss the target.
What the fuck?
Ready to rock.
Okay, well that sucked. I guess I'm going to move him out somewhere. Oh, hello. This is kind of... Oh, wow. So you're telling me that if I had taken this, like, weird outer route... Oh, no, just up here. That's... I mean, that's actually a really good sniping spot.
Already there.
I'm just crossing my fingers that there's not somebody already up here. Does not look like the case. Okay. But if... Well, if somebody does decide to stick their head out, boy, are they going to get sniped. Now, hopefully, we're just going to take out this last power conduit and we'll be okay. Hopefully. Luckily, any enemies that pop out at this point are going to go immediately into Overwatch as opposed to having any full turns, which is perfect. Problem is, I'm going to actually have to get somebody close enough to that thing
Going in for the kill.
to disable it. Well, luckily, Miss Gonzo can run and gun and do it in one turn, and I'm just crossing my fingers. This is the end of it.
Nicely done, Commander. That ship is now officially under XCOM control. Although I think it's in the hangar.
Oh, that's hilarious. Wow, that was some kind of mission. The cyber discs, the everybody getting injured straight off the bat, the everyone almost dying, and the fact that I had no idea how that mission was going to go. Glad it turned out, though, but man, I need a better reward than 2 scientists and 2 engineers. Woo! Scary. Very scary. But cool! That was a fun mission. I just hope not everybody is gravely wounded. Okay, so Unce is gravely wounded, but he got upgraded, and he gets to be a heavy. And I think that's the Irish flag. And, let's see. Also, SB is injured. Richard Nixon is injury-proof, though, somehow. Okay, so that Unce will possibly become some other kind of heavy. Might be Roll Fizzlebeef, actually. Or one of the other guys. Okay, so Richard Nixon can do 2 things. Oh, interesting. So he could do shots, or he could be Rocket Man. Oh, holo-targeting. Well... we all know that Richard Nixon is not a team player, so we're going with Bullet Swarm. Oh, wow. We maxed him out. So we got Double Tap. Allows both actions to be used for standard shot, headshot, or disabling shot, providing no moves were made. Oh, so he could shoot twice in a round, or killing a flanked or uncovered target with a sniper rifle does not cost an action. I think I'm going to go with Double Tap. This one seems useful, but chances are most enemies are going to be behind cover half the time. Though, when Green Man gets there, I'll put him in the zone, because he'll be in the zone, and that way he can be our anti-floater guy. Whereas this is going to be really useful for a lot of other things. Potentially. Damn. And Miss Gonzo gets upgraded too. So she could do Close Combat Specialist, action shot anyone within 4 tiles, or Bring 'em On. 1 damage to critical hits for each enemy the squad can see. Both are tempting. Oh. Actually, no, this is really useful. Especially if we run across chrysalids. Cause... scary. Okay, so 4 people made it out of there without too much wounding. We got the Fusion Lance, Guided Fusion Lancer, and Cyberdisc Autopsy. We also got a bunch of Thin Man corpses, 2 sectoids, Cyberdisc, Chrysalid Corpse, a lot of Valyrium, weapon fragments, UFO flight computers, power sources, fusion cores. Nothing damaged, can't sell anything. Weird. Disappointing. But
we will be in touch, Commander.
Overall, that was a really good mission. Everything kind of came to a T at the very end, which I'm very glad for.
To support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
Let's see. Pending requests. We don't have any requests. Gray market. Let's see what we have in the gray market. Not much. So you know what? I will see you guys on the next episode of XCOM Enemy Within. I thought this was going to be a base management episode. Turns out holy shit. I have 582 alloys and 410 Illyrium. If only I had the cash to spend it all with. But hey, that means we'll be able to get ourselves like a heavy laser and maybe another skeleton suit. Or some satellites, actually. God, I wish I had money. Anyway, so I'll see you guys on the next episode, and as always, thanks for watching.